Looking for best place to buy Pokemon cards? Visit tcgcastle.com. From now on, you can also pre-order Paradox Rift as well. Visit TCG Castle for more. Link will be provided in the video description. Welcome back to Epic TCG Journey. In today's video, we'll be looking at Tyranitar EX deck. So this is definitely going to be something a little bit different than usual, because in this video we are taking a look at Tyranitar, which is a new card from Obsidian Flames. It's a stage 2 card with a lot of different tech cards, as you can see in front of you. It is definitely going to be difficult to play this deck, there's no question about that, because it's a stage 2 Pokemon. It does require 2 energies to hit heavy. It doesn't have energy acceleration. Theoretically, it can potentially have it, but then, in my personal opinion, it would probably break the deck consistency. So I decided to play it basically with Pidgeot DX, since we already are gonna use that rare candy, and also with the help of the some other backup attacking Pokemons like Galarian Zapdos, as well as Drapion, who can also help us in some matchups like Mew VMAX. Galarian Zapdos can help us in matchups versus Arceus, and also it can hit heavily with 170 damage, theoretically, for 2 energies, maybe 1, it depends on how many V Pokemons our opponent can have in play. Additionally, we also have Spiritomb that can shut down basic Pokemon V abilities in play. So it can also shut down Galarian Zapdos V ability as well. It can also shut down Drapion V ability as well, which is good to know, but it depends against matchups we're gonna play. You know, basically, maybe we are gonna need Spiritomb, maybe we are not gonna need Spiritomb. Even if we have Spiritomb, we can easily discard with Collapse Stadium, so it's not that huge deal for us anyways. But yeah, a lot of different cards, a lot of different tech cards here. We also have Radiant Greninja that can discard the energy and draw 2 cards. There is a Manaphy for the bench protection, Gengar as well, and the Tyranitar as our main attacking Pokemon. The deck list looks kinda confusing, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, I kinda like it, because I always like to have multiple different options available when I play. So that's the reason why I decided to tech also Spiritomb, Drapion, Zapdos, Pidgeot as well. So yeah, many different cards tagged here. Tyranitar EX, if you're not familiar with this card, it have 340 HP, which is a lot of HP. And it also says that as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks, both yours and your opponent. Additionally, with only 1 energy card, it can hit for 120 damage, but in order to do that, you need to discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Sometimes this might be expensive for you, because you might discard 2 cards that you don't want. But with the second attack, with the Lightning Rampage, it hits for 150 plus 100 if you have benched Pokemon, if your benched Pokemon have any damage counter in them. So theoretically, with something like Gengar, we can put Gengar from discard pile into play and put 3 damage counters on it. And with Gengar on the bench, we can have Pokemon with damage counter on it, and then we can start doing damage to our opponent significantly. Also, Gengar can put 2 damage counters on opponent's active Pokemon for each opponent's benched Pokemon, so theoretically speaking, it can put up to 10 damage counters easily. It also have minus 30 resistance on the fighting and weakness times 2 on the dark. We can also play, as you can see from the list of the energy cards here, we can also use Gengar as well. I decided to go with Luminous energy cards because they provide any type of energy as long as just 1 attached. So Gengar can be played by Luminous energy. Also, we can theoretically attack with Greninja because we do have 2 Luminous energy cards, but actually we cannot, because if we add second Luminous energy, it won't count as any energy card, it will be just a colorless energy, so no, we cannot attack with Greninja. But with Luminous Energy attached on the, let's say, Tyranitar and 1 Fighting Energy, we can have 2 Fighting Energies and do damage to opponent Pokemon with our second attack on Tyranitar, which is a Lightning Rampage. Additionally, Galarian Zapdos, as I mentioned earlier, attack cost is reduced by 1 for each opponent's Pokemon we in play. So this card can be good against some decks like Lugia, for example. It can be good against Arceus matchups. It can be good against any deck that play at least 2 Arceus, and especially if they put them on the bench, because it can hit heavily, you know, there's no question about that. But against any other deck that will play with Pokemons as well. So yeah, this is pretty much the deck list. So we're gonna do some battles so you can actually see how the deck works in action. If you already didn't, consider subscribing to the channel for more of these videos as well. And also, if you're looking for maybe to purchase some of these cards, make sure to visit tcgcastle.com. Link will be provided in my video description. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that XP Share as well, which is a very good add-on to this deck. Once our active Pokemon is knocked out, we can simply move 1 energy to the benched Pokemon XP Share is attached to, which is really important. Choice Belt is also here because with the Choice Belt we can hit, for example, Giratina V-Star for like 280 with Tyranitar EX and so on and so on. So yeah, definitely a lot of different options available. Let's go on to the game test and see how deck works in action, so see you in the game. Alright, so we are in the game, waiting for my opponent. He is gonna start first. I'm starting with Galarian Zapdos. Other than that, pretty much nothing else in my hand. Which is not that good because I'm gonna be forced to discard 2 of my 4 rare candies that I play. Ooh la la, that's definitely something you don't want to do at your turn 1. I don't even have... I mean, if I can only top deck Battle VIP Pass, that will change things dramatically. But unfortunately, I didn't. Let's go with 1 energy attachment and 1 Professor Research. I'm gonna put that Artisan in play as well. After that, I'm just going to pass the turn. I forgot to attach my XP Share to the Zapdos. Right now it's just too late. So 1 Color's Experiment played from the other side of the field, and Artisan should also be activated as well. For 1 Comfy. So with 1 Giratina V in play, Zapdos' attack is reduced by 1. If he adds 1 more Giratina into play, then with extra energy cards, I can start hitting for 170 damage with my Zapdos, which should be more than enough for the knockout against one of my opponent Comfies, or maybe additionally Cramorants. So he does have 3 Pokemons in the Law Zone, also 1 Mirage Gate, and there is a Jet Energy, so nothing else to be played here other than... Okay, that's it for now. Yeah, I'm top decking really bad cards. I'm even considering playing... Let me see, I have Pupitar, yes I do. Do I have other rare candy? Yes I do. So with all that being said, we're just gonna go for another Larvitar in this case. Rare candy into Pidgeot EX, and then I'm gonna basically... I'm actually gonna play Iono. My opponent hand is huge, but he doesn't have too many. Okay, I'm actually gonna go with the research, discarding that Iono. Getting something like... I can start pressuring my opponent, that's for sure, but I first need to get... no, I cannot. I cannot. 280 damage. Let me see, what is the best play here? I definitely need that Gengar, but if I go for a Gengar with that Quick Search, unfortunately for me, I cannot get... So I'm gonna definitely Quick Search Gengar, no doubt about that. And after I Quick Search him, I'm gonna discard it with the Battle VIP pass and with that Gengar itself, so I can put the Pupitar into play. Hopefully he's not gonna be able to get that Greninja. And other than that, I'm just gonna pass the turn, leaving my Zapdos in the active position. Don't even want to go to the bench Larvitar because he might not be able actually here to knock me out. Even if he knocks me out, it's not bad because theoretically speaking, I can knock him back. But if he do some damage to my Zapdos, at least I'm gonna have some sort of way out here, basically with that Zapdos. If he managed to knock the Pidgeot EX out, again, if I can get a Tyranitar and a Choice Belt, I can return knockout back, so it's not that bad actually. Pidgeot is a 280, Giratina V-Star hits for 280, but it still needs Grass Energy manually to be attached. See one energy in the loss zone, none in the discard pile. Was that another Giratina? It was, and there's a Hisuian Heavy Ball as well. I only feel bad for myself that I missed that XP share attachment onto my Zapdos. I really feel bad for doing that. And there's a Mirage Gate, so yeah, that Giratina V-Star can potentially be powered up right now with the Mirage Gate. But it's really important to notice that this is the second Mirage Gate that my opponent has been played. And maybe I actually made a mistake here by not letting him... Actually, it's really hard to tell because if I decided to put Larvitar in the active, he would probably came with the Cramorant to knock me out. And then he would probably just use V-Star ability and knock me out with the Giratina V. So there's Giratina V-Star. And in order to knock me out, he's short for one copy of for one Pokemon or one any other card in the loss zone. So he definitely needs to discard some energies, and he decided to discard energies from the benched Pokemon. So if I can knock this Giratina out, I'm in a very comfortable position. Let's go all in here, shall we? There is a very nice top deck. Go with the Artisan for now. Actually, don't even want to play him, to be honest. Just gonna go straight away for Iono. See if I can get Tyranitar and a Choice Belt. That would be big. Yep, I managed to get that. Perfect. Let's activate Gengar and let's put it into play. Other than that, one Ultra Ball, one Tyranitar, and this is gonna be a big turn. 280 damage will be done to this Giratina, so it will be one hit knocked out from the Lightning Rampage. And right now my opponent's gonna need a lot of cards in order to knock me back. He's gonna need Mirage Gate, an energy card, a switch, and also Giratina V-Star. And he only have 4 cards in his hand, so I'm sure that's not gonna be easy task for him. Well, there's a first card, and it's Giratina V-Star. So the only thing right now he needs is a switch plus Mirage Gate, and then he can return knockout back onto my Tyranitar. So flower selecting. The truth is, I'm not gonna have Respawn knockout, unfortunately. There's a Yona play from himself. Ooh, okay. Okay. But still Energy and Mirage Gate bring him a victory. If not, I have Serena. And I can pull the Giratina in the active position and knock it out. I even top deck boss's orders as well. So, let's go with 1 energy. Let's go with the boss's order play. Because with Serena, I want to draw some cards. And let's go with the Lightning Rampage. 280 damage. So that Giratina is knocked out. My opponent had 4 more prize cards to take. And I managed to pull another Gengar, which I can easily discard with my Serena effect. I can have it in my discard pile. And there is another flower selecting, so I think this should be it. Pretty much, it looks like a game over, if you ask me, because right now my opponent needs a Sableye. I mean, with the Sableye, he can theoretically take some prize cards. I mean, he can knock the Larvitar out, no question. But still, he needs to deal with that Tyranitar as well. The only thing that I need to do... Let's go with the Zapdos in the front, because it have 1 energy attached to it. Maybe I should better put Larvitar with the energy, because he's probably just gonna go for the knockout on him anyways. That's the second misplay I made, but it's okay. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? We're gonna discard some cards, retreat Zapdos, and hit with Tyranitar. I just can't believe how big misplay that I made again with that Zapdos being promoted, because I can actually attack with him if he puts Giratina and if I have second energy attached to him. Energy on Zapdos, that's for sure. He have some cards in his hand. I need boss, so I'm just gonna Iona him, so he have worst chance to pull something he needs. And I'm hitting for 250 damage, which is more than enough for the knockout against the Sableye. Moving down to 1 prize card, which will be a Radiant Greninja. Okay, and most importantly, I have that escape rope available, so even if he escape ropes me again, I'm gonna definitely promote that Zapdos in the front. But he decided to concede the game, because probably it's just over. I mean, that Iona was too much for the lost box. But yeah, I mean, I was very, very lucky with those Tyranitar plays and with Choice Belt at the end. I mean, Iona into Ultra Ball and Choice Belt for Tyranitar EX, and then turn after that I was lucky to pull the boss's order, to pull Giratina from the bench again in the active position, which was too much for my opponent. So at the end, that's the game, and that's the GG. Alright, so we're back with action. Game number 2, starting probably first. Yeah, let's go first. Hopefully we can get that perfect turn 1 setup. Close. If there was a basic Pokemon and Battle VIP Pass, it would definitely be a perfect setup, because I have Rare Candy available. Not the worst possible start, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest. Manaphy, Rare Candy, 2 Battle VIP Pass, 2 Fighting Energy, top deck, some sort of Ultra Ball, and we're good to go. We are definitely good to go. I mean, I like the fact that Pidgeot can search the deck for any card you specifically need. Oh, what a top deck. What a freaking top deck that was. Okay, so let's go with 2 Larvitars, Battle VIP Pass into 1 more Pidgey and 1 Greninja, and yeah, this is a dream start here, no question about that. Let's go with the Radiant Greninja, shall we, and another Rare Candy top deck, Energy Attachment, and I'm passing my turn. The most important thing here is that I have 2 Rare Candies, so if I can evolve without my hand being disrupted into Pidgeot EX, I can with Pidgeot EX search the deck for Tyranitar, and I can literally start attacking with Tyranitar, which is a mind-blowing thing. At my turn too. Basically I can take a knockout. And we are playing against another Lost Box Giratina V-Star once again, so 2 in a row. Can we get 2 victories in a row against Lost Box deck? We shall see. From what I can see right now, from my opening hand, I feel confident that I will probably win another game here, but I might be wrong, we shall see. Let's just not be too fast. Head to the peak, change things dramatically. Boss's orders into Greninja, no, into Pidgey. Oof, what a misplay from my opponent. Sometimes people don't realize that if you play some sort of Boss's order, you don't want to play Boss's order on something like a Pidgey because he does have free retreat cost, but yeah, I mean, only bad thing here is the fact that I was not able to draw a stadium card, so that's the bad thing. But the good thing is that I have Ultra Ball and another Rare Candy, basically meaning that I can evolve my Tyranitar and I can start doing some pressure with him to my opponent. And I'm hitting for 250 damage per 2. That's impressive. One thing is obvious here, my opponent only had 2 cards in his Lost Zone. He was not able to find Colorless Experiment. Without Colorless Experiment, you cannot draw cards. So he does have Comfy with Flower Selecting, and he potentially can have 1 more Comfy for the retreat, as long as he have energy cards available, and he have. As long as I can survive this turn without being knocked out, and if that Giratina doesn't evolve into V-Star, I can simply Boss's Order and knock it out, which is going to be a big problem for my opponent because I will already be down to 3 prize cards. If he can find at least Cramorant, Escape Rope, Switch card or something like that to hit for 110, that would be a big for him, but no, he misses 1 more turn to attack. And I'm gonna go straight away with Boss's Order for that Giratina, hitting it for 250 damage, draw 2 more prize cards. Right now, I'm pretty much in total control over this game. Since my opponent was not able to hit that turn 1 Colorless Experiment, which was very important for him. He did have Hooky Gear, but unfortunately for him, he was not able to get what he needed. I think that this game is pretty much over from this point. So there is another Flower Selecting. And a Switch card into other Comfy. 5 cards in the Lost Zone. He did even discard a V-Star. Okay. 6 cards, it's a Jet Energy. And there's a Colorless Experiment finally. Finally my opponent will be able to get some cards in his hand with that Colorless Experiment, but I would say it's probably... Ooh, 2 Sableye, okay. What in the world he drew when he discarded 2 Sableyes? I have no clue. Seriously, 2 Sableyes being discarded. There's another switch card into other Comfey. Wow, that's impressive. Decided to get rid of 2 Sableyes. What else? Mirage Gate as well. Okay. There's Giratina. Unfortunately, I don't have Boss Order neither Serena, but I can maybe top deck Stadium? Just super odd. Not gonna work, fortunately. So I'm just gonna IO here. I need to get rid of the Path to the Peak so I can maybe put another Tyranitar in play, which will be very important for me, but again, I was not able to do it. So let's hit one more time for 250, shall we? Well, things can be pretty dramatic here, because I do have 2 prize cards, but the problem is my opponent have 9 cards in the loss zone. If he puts one more card in the loss zone, and if he gets Mirage Gate for that Giratina V on the bench, and if Giratina eventually evolves into V-Star, he can hit me for 1-hit knockout. And that's a big issue for me. Pretty much, because I'm not gonna have attacking Pokemon available. I will have Avery, at least, and chance to pull some sort of Stadium card. So I can search the deck with the Pidgeot for the card that I need. And again, I'm just gonna need Choice Belt and Tyranitar. So yeah, V-Star will be activated right now. So even if he is miles away from the victory in this game, my opponent managed to somehow get back and knock my Tyranitar out. For now, I don't have attacking Pokemon available in play. And I basically need to top deck Stadium card to get rid of the Path to the Peak. There we go. Okay. That changes things dramatically. Let me see. Do we have Choice Belt? Yes, we do. Should I go with Research for 7 with my Pidgeot? Should I go with Avery for 3? And then took a gamble. Okay, definitely worth it. Little VIP pass. I can right now grab another Tyranitar EX, put it into play. And I do have Quick Search available as well. So with the Quick Search, I can grab the last piece of the puzzle, what I need, and I need Choice Belt. With the Choice Belt, I can hit for 280 and knock the last Giratina V-Star out and take the last 2 prize cards in the game. So overall, I mean, yeah, deck works pretty well. Surprisingly, it works even better than I thought it's gonna work, and I'm really happy with how it works. So yeah, here's the deck list once again, just in case if you want to see it once again without going at the beginning of the video. So Tyranitar EX, the newest card, latest card from the latest Obsidian Flame set, in combination, packed Pidgeot EX in combination, works pretty well. I really like it. It has a lot of potential. Who knows, will this deck be a tier 1 or 2 after the rotation? I'm pretty curious to see that. Probably when the Scarlet and Violet set will be probably when the rotation will be from Scarlet and Violet on. I think that Tyranitar EX is going to be probably one of the better decks in the format. Obviously, Chin-Pao is probably going to be tier 1, no doubt about that, but we shall see. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos, hit the thumbs up, let me also know in the comments below what you think about it. Till the next time, as always, have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.